episode 10. I'll be watching from Funimation's website and I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Alright. Funniest cool looking logo. Wonder what's got him all choked up. Oh. Looks like he's gonna bite the bullet and confessing from the looks of it. Oh. Hey, that's a start. Although knowing her, she'd probably want to watch just because you've got Jota there. Considering that she's got a decent... Whew, good thing he didn't trip and hurt his leg. That'd have been a big impediment on him when it comes to participating in tournaments. He'd have been in the same spot that Jotaro would have been in the tournament if he would have injured his leg major. Well, not majorly, but tripped it up a little bit, because even like an ankle sprain can make a difference when it comes to trying to perform a physical activity, you know? Eesh. Alright, this song is definitely a banger. Go, go. Oh, yeah. This is actually one of the openings I've actually been digging the most, only because of its creativity. Because even though, yes, this opening doesn't have a massive amount of comedic set pieces, it works pretty well for itself, from a visual standpoint. Just with the variety of outfits all the characters have, the casino-like lights, that give it a larger-than-life feel. All in all, just a lot of nice stuff here overall. That you can just pick and be like, man, this part actually sticks out. Oh yeah. Huh. Alright. Let's see. Now it's back. Well, I wonder what it means by Samurai Decisive Battle, unless it's going to be the one where finally Jotaro does his quadruple spins. I wonder if that's what's going to be the case in this specific episode. Probably going to be the case. Alright, now this is... Alright, this is your time for him. Oh boy, I wonder if we're gonna get to see some of the other major characters built up perform too. Probably. Only because I remember hearing that with the series itself, I remember hearing that it's gonna be listed for, I believe, 11 episodes long, so I just wonder if that's gonna be the case in the series. I wonder. Oh! There it is, the facility. It's actually nice to get to see just the people from diverse set of backgrounds actually built up. This is some nice stuff right here. Oh yeah. Good. Good. It's probably gonna be a mixture of Lou and also Minamino too, considering the fact that Minamino does have a lot of potential. And he is just mentioned with the fact that he's got the potential to get into the #1 status eventually, considering his youth and the current athleticism he has at the moment too. And ain't no surprise that he'd be up there at the moment. Okay. Although when all of that happening, Minamino's gonna have to try to live up to that pressure though of being the top tier athlete. Thankfully though, Jotaro doesn't have to deal with that pressure, so I just hope the painkiller can last enough though to at the very least circumvent the pain. I hope. I'm crossing my fingers. He's definitely got that. Oh, hell yeah. It's actually nice to get to see one of the friends of Ray actually show up, at the very least in the last few episodes. Because I've been hoping one was the... Whoa! Damn, already wrecking his self-confidence. Pretty much implying that he's not going to have no shot at forming a romantic relationship with Rachel. It's pretty fucked up, though. Damn. Some activity there between the boy and him. Holy. I just hope that nothing interrupts Leo, though, but you don't know, considering the fact that with Leo, he has to sometimes leave at a random moment's notice. And usually, he doesn't set the time in the period that he has to leave, you know? What else is the difference between the girl world? Because we saw him in Leo's flashback and she keeps on just taking off sunglasses. It happened in a previous scene, one of the earlier episodes, and now it's happening again. Oh, snap. It's our friendly neighborhood edgelord. Oh, yeah, I'm just joking. Mina isn't an edgelord. Considering the fact that, I know, it's going to be crazy, just to see how quickly Taisou Samurai is going to end anime to Doji. Hey, that's quite the start there. It made it look so casual and easy, too. You know, I actually like how this time you can really tell Studio Master's going all in, because they're actually hand-drew most of Minamino's sequences. There was only like maybe a singular shot where they used... No, I don't even think they used CG. I don't know if they actually got actual gymnasts to actually perform all this, and then they just rotoscope the animation, or did they actually draw it like that instantaneously? I wonder what was Studio Master's approach. Oh! I mean, regardless, even though I'm rooting for Jotaro, it is rough to see Minamino slip like that just a little bit. Yeah, and the thing is, he doesn't even look injured, so I gotta assume that maybe it's just the pressure that's getting to Minamino. Has to be that. Which, you know, it could get to almost anyone, doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter who you are. Alright, good shit. Good shit. Although I get a feeling he's probably gonna get way too far into his performance, and he's gonna slip. Yeah, he's gonna slip up. Even though he didn't make it somewhat noticeable there, has to be that. Well, that's the thing. When it comes to the athletics, yes, it's about the physicality side of things, but it's also about the emotional and the mental side of it too. My guess is there might be something happening. There has to be something maybe happening in Minamino's life. And now he's gonna probably in for a loop if he sees Jotaro land all of his jumps. And I have a feeling he's gonna do it. Damn, I mean, that's what the ankle sprain. Damn. Alright, moving up. And to think it actually to snag the top spot. Jeez. Finally, I've been waiting for this. Considering the fact that there's been a lot of disrespect towards his name. Fine. I mean, hey. That's what he gets for underestimating him. If he would have just paid attention to Jotaro, he would have seen this a long way coming. Oh, I didn't know that, Anime Doji. Thank you for the info on Iwaka Keru. Dang. Just love seeing the fiery intensity and all the faces of all the performance. It looking good. okay. I thought for a second that Jotaro didn't rank high when I didn't see him in the number one spot. But yo, even if he finishes off with say a third, fourth, even a fifth place finish. Okay, where did that come from? But even if it doesn't finish with like a top 3 performance, and just Jotaro, you know, I'm kind of glad that this isn't an event where he has to land on his feet. Because if it were, whew, the inside of me would probably cringe a little bit and just seeing him land on his sprained foot. And every single little athletic event, at least while he has that injury at the very least. I mean, hey, Wilbur mentioned the whole saying of you can't teach an old dog new tricks. They're completely wrong. But then I guess that wouldn't be fair considering Jotaro is still relatively young himself. Jeez. And I'm sure now this is going to affect Minamino's performance. Because instead of thinking about the task, he's going to be thinking about Jotaro. And he's going to want to think about outdoing him. Yeah. He's already losing the... Kind of like how when Jotaro performed well in the training and then it started affecting everyone else's mind. Well, not training, but one of the previous tournaments. And affected everyone's else's mindset. That's exactly what's happening with Minamino right now. Oh. Hey, you know, this is in its own way. Considering that he's been shown off around in some previous episodes, but he hasn't really had his time to shine. I don't mind this one bit. And he's got some amazing upper body strength. But hopefully, though, we keep his eye on the prize, though. And he doesn't slip up. I mean, he did deserve that for approaching our personal space. Whoa! They kind of wonder what that chick's back one was. Was she like some kind of fighter scrapper? Seems like it with the way she just pulled out that bladed weapon almost instantaneously. Okay, that was good. She probably knows what that means. He probably doesn't know what it means. Damn. Yo, if he actually ends up winning, I wouldn't mind that one bit. Okay, so that's how long he's been going at. Jeez. Gotta say, that kind of that does make me want to root for him even more. He's saying, man, I'm kind of feeling bad for him. I was hoping at least Taisou would get into the top 3 at the very least, but, hey, not much you can do there. Oh, snap. Geez, it's been that long? Holy. And thankfully, they didn't go through with their retirement. And I like the positive messaging here, too, where even though, yes, he may be old, it isn't too late to do the things he wants to do. And I like how Jotaro, he's been acting like an inspirational figure from the start to the end of the series. That's something that really makes this series shine for me. That's true. They're all going to end soon, but you know what? They've all been pretty good series, you know? And for the case of Sleepy Princess, let's hope it comes back eventually. Oh. Oh, okay. Ah, he fucked up the landing there because he saw him move his left foot. Oh, okay. I didn't notice. He even fumbled his feet a little bit. Oh, okay. Hey, that's an imperfection. That's true. He's in the zone right now. Zamurai. Zamurai. I mean, I feel like sending that too. And he honestly does deserve that title. He put some nice honor to the name. Oh, hell yeah. Well, I think it's just going to take probably Minamino going through, maybe getting motivation from his coach or trainer. And maybe that's what's going to get him out of his funk. Or who knows, Taisou may be actually having personal issues. Oh boy. Maybe Taisou's also maybe he's also going through an injury. That could also be it. Okay, never mind. I'm glad that finally someone is calling out Taisou for his short-sightedness. Finally! Took a while, but... Because as much as I want to see Jota win, I also want to see Taisou succeed too simultaneously. Only because we do see how much he does love gymnastics, you know? And it's really hard to root for against anyone in this. Oh. Aww. And I like how you see how much he's so dead set on being number one that he's even wearing it in one of his sleeves. That actually makes Taisou into a deeper character there. Even though we haven't seen much in his casual moments, that's enough to show us that he really doesn't have much casual moments aside from participating in gymnastics. Oh, well, I wonder where this is going to lead. Although, it kind of feels like they're working against Leo, though. I would hope at the very least the grandmother would want to accompany Ray, though. I mean, that'd be kind of, oh. Okay, I mean, that's a bit casual. That'd be kind of like a bit paranoid if one of my grandchildren was going with someone randomly. I'm just saying, I think if the grandmother allowed that a bit too easily, I'm like, the fuck? Pretty sure she does know, yeah. Pretty sure she does know at this point, considering how much she does care about Leo. It makes sense that she'd be doing casual research about him on occasions. And depending on the context about on how he ran away, there ain't really anything wrong with that specifically. And she isn't wrong about that either. Just because someone's really good at something doesn't mean they're good at other things. That is a dang good point. And when by other things, I mean other things involving emotions and all that. Oh. And I could see. Would have been a good way of them actually trying to get motivation back for Lel. Just letting him see those gymnastics and letting him see it through. I think that'd be enough to actually inspire Lel to get into dancing again. I think those agents they're taking it the wrong way completely. I mean, I understand that they're thinking about the mission and all that. Aww. And like with the way he signed up Rosanna, you can tell, even though he's not showing it on his facial features, you can tell the actor really has so much gravitas that you can tell that he wishes he would have been there. And I love stuff like it. I mean, sometimes you want to run away from the spot you came from, and then you want to come back eventually. That's just the way it is in life, sometimes. I'm not gonna blame him for doing something like that. That I agree with Ray there. It's only fair, especially since he's the one who helped Jotaro develop his Aragaki Mac too. He kind of has to go. He owes it. Not just to Jotaro, but to himself too. Yeah, but regardless. Hmm. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have the right to do whatever he wants to do. But I just think the way he's leaving is a bit too abrupt, though. But I mean, I guess when you do have your mind dead set on something, I mean, it's just not going to be at the convenience of others, like in this Nora right here. But no, there's got to be more than that, because you can even tell by his unsatisfied expression, you can tell he wishes things went down different. That's the thing I'm worried about. The sprain. Damn, that was quick. Oh, okay, yeah. That explains it, because in the Funimation timer it only says this one's 23. I'm so used to things lasting like 24 minutes and 30 seconds, but alright. Let me give a beat by beat summary of what I felt about this episode overall and how I'm going to rate it. Overall, I'm going to rate this one a 9.25 out of 10 because this is by far one of the best of the Gymnastics Samurai episodes by far. To finally get to see Jotaro get payout for all the hard work he's done throughout the whole series, it was finally satisfying just seeing him finally get high scores, finally land those jumps that gave him a lot of trouble at the start of the series. I'm just like, good. And then seeing him just put the shock on Minamino's face, considering that Minamino was talking so much shit earlier in the series, that was satisfying. Especially since it actually it bled in seamlessly into Minamino just realizing that he's just gotta calm it down, think about what he's doing himself, and think about what he's doing much more clearly, and remember what his actual goal is, which is to be number one. I like that. Because sometimes you need those bumps in the road on occasions to help you actually become a stronger individual, you know? So that's something I really dug about this episode. I even love how in this episode you see Jotaro gain a lot more self-confidence when you see him perform with ice cold nerves of steel. And it was pretty cool seeing his experience where he slightly fumbled, but he had a pretty nice quick recovery to set up his landing. That was also pretty nice. Showing you, even though, yes, he might not have the massive amount of athleticism he had when he was younger, it's showing you that he's making up for it with his street smarts as far as when it comes to gymnastics. And that's why I thought, oh, I didn't even love how the green-haired dude actually shot his shot in trying to woo the bartender worker. That was actually pretty darn adorable. And that's why I thought there was a lot of great moments of growth, and especially Leo too when he asserted that he wants to go back to England. So that's why I thought this episode had a lot of character development. From a story standpoint, it was entertaining because you saw all these phenomenal performances, and it builds up a lot of stakes too. Because with Jotaro, on top of dealing with his injury, he now has to try to keep his number one spot, and with Minamino, he's got to make up for his performance deficiencies that he had on the first day of the competition. So it's going to be fun to see where this is going to go. And that's why I thought this episode had such a great script, because it just made me feel tense. Especially every single time Jotaro landed, I was just worried about his foot. I was like, ooh, let's hope he doesn't land on that too hard, and things of that nature. That's why I thought the writing was really darn good. And as for other elements, animation was just absolutely beautiful. You can tell Studio Mappa went all out. Because usually in Gymnastics Samurai, usually Studio Mappa does a mix of hand-drawn and CGI animation. Here, no. They had none of that. They straight up went for 2D hand-drawn goodness only in all the gymnastic sequences. So you can definitely tell that Studio Mappa, they knew this episode was the one that they had to show out, and they fucking did. They showed out with their guns blazing, and that's why I thought this is all just absolutely badass to see one of the best animation studios currently in the market go this far for one of these major episodes. And that's why I feel this episode was just glorious. And the voice performances for everyone were great, and that's why I gotta rate this one straight up. You know what? F it. I'll bump it up to a 9.5 out of 10 because just seeing Jotaro act like an inspirational figure just puts a smile on my face. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd like to hear your thoughts on how you feel about Miraction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, because I'm definitely going to be reacting to the Gymnastics Samurai episode 11. But for all, I'd like to say thank you so much for Animated Doji, for commenting on the live chat, and everyone else. Thank y'all so much for watching my video. Hope y'all have a great, safe, and fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Bye-bye, everyone.